What are some of the things that you can do to get past fear of starting a weight loss program? You know, I just got done working out, you guys, and I'm at the gym, kind of off the side here. And sorry, no makeup, nothing here going on. You know, I was super scared to restart. And every morning when I wake up, in my previous videos, I always tell everyone that I am restarting with excitement. There is that fear in there. And it's due to lack self-esteem, self-confidence, and fear of, I know this may sound kind of vain, but everybody wants to look good when they lose weight. I have that fear of the loose skin, and that's really getting in my way. It's almost like when I'm sitting here and, I am at the weight I am. It's kind of filling in, the fat in my body, and it's filling in the loose skin of losing weight, gaining weight. So today's video is just discussing just how fear has gotten in my way, and hopefully I can give you some, tips to get past that. But I wanted to tell you just a few things. Fear is so subtle and destructive that it just kind of creeps up on you and you don't even know it. So you're sitting there wondering, I know I'm capable of doing this. I know I'm capable of going into that gym and working out. I know what to do to get strong, and most of the time we know what to eat. I mean, we're not all out there. If you're here, checking out my channel, in some way or another, you have researched on what to eat and you're at a loss like I was. And just so happens it took me a good amount of time to figure out that low carb is the best thing for me for inflammation. And, every time I eat carbs, I kind of blow up, and I know that about myself. So you're going to have to find like the easy medium, or the way that helps you get the scale moving. A lot of the times before I go into the gym, I always ask, my internal negativity of that fear of going in there is these thoughts. I have gotten this big. I'm never going to get smaller. I feel like I've been working at this so long that why have I not gotten any kind of results from it? I'm tired. I feel like if I go to the gym, then I actually feel like I have made some kind of effort towards this thing. But it's sometimes so disheartening when you go in there, you work so hard, you work out, and then you don't get results. It's, I saw this lady on the scale, and bless her heart, the scale is right in front of the Precor that I was on. And I wasn't looking at the scale because it doesn't really show you the number, but I was looking at her reaction. Because she said something like, after she got done, and she was like trying to go lower and trying to go lower with the scale. And, that feeling of, damn it, it should be lower. I've worked so hard. It should be lower. And you could tell it in her face that she's such a go-getter that her whole face just showed everything. And she said something along the lines of, God, this should be different. Yeah, right. She said, yeah, right. This scale, there's something wrong with this scale. It's almost like she had that look on her face when she walked away. And she looked just frustrated. And every time I get on there, sometimes I have a little bit of a couple of choice words that we won't mention on this video. But yeah, I'm always thinking that the scale's lying. So this is the gym scale. This is no way this is right. You know what I mean? And then the doctor's scale is just as bad, because my scale at home, I have a bipolar scale, I do believe, because one day it will tell me one, weight, and then the next day I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's like you have this conversation with the scale. And yeah, but so, oh my gosh, I have many conversations. Like, there's something wrong with the batteries. There's many things. I've had discussions with my friend, about my scale, how kind of weird it is. My scale is just weird. Anyway, off the subject of the scale. So what are we going to do to fix this fear? So internally, we all have to just start feeding ourselves positive reinforcement. Now, if you don't have somebody in your life to help you with that, to help you with reinforcement on your journey, your weight loss journey, or any journey, then it's 10 times harder to tell yourself, oh, you look good, Tony, today. You look skinny, or you look like you've lost some weight, and boy, you look good. It's just in our human nature not to do that. For me, it is. I mean, I don't I'm not going to, this is transparent. I feed the other day, I was in the mirror, just looking in the mirror, and I don't do it very often unless I'm putting on makeup or something like that. So I was looking in the mirror, and I was like, I had no makeup, and I was just going to go walk with my dog. And when I looked in the mirror, I removed the black stuff under my eyes that I hadn't gotten the night before with removing my makeup. And I'm just looking at my skin. Somebody has not told you look like this with no makeup. But in my internal, I don't care what other people think, me not wearing makeup. But I would rather go somewhere and someone actually look at me and not get a disgusted look on their face, because, oh my God, if she's not wearing makeup, how does she let herself out like that? You know what I mean? It's just, so some of those thoughts just kind of enter my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't care. But then when I get the look on the people's faces in Walmart, for instance, and that's a bad example. Walmart, you get these people, but the look on their face looking back at me is not always positive. And you just, you want that positive reinforcement anywhere you go. You want to look pretty, you want to look cute, but sometimes we have to do what we have to do. We have to go to the store. But I've gotten to the point where, like, a lot of times I just don't care enough to wear makeup. And that's okay. I mean, every once in a while, but I do it a lot now, especially since I work from home. So I've been doing it a whole lot. So in closing, what is the benefit of letting fear get in the way of your journey? What is the benefit? Ask yourself, what is the benefit of that? Do you believe you deserve this? Do you believe that internally, in your heart, in the back of your mind, do you believe that you deserve to get healthy, start eating well, start feeling really good? Do you believe that you should have no inflammation? Do you believe that you should be here for your kids, for your parents, for your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend? Do you believe in all that? Or are you just kind of like I was, just living day to day? My one friend, she said she hit it right on the nose. She said, I want to live 365 days of the year, but I don't want to live the same 365 days a year. And that hit me like a ton of rocks, because I have been sitting here day after day after day, just procrastinating and trying to figure out a way here, a way there on this channel. Which diet do I do? To help me and being healthy. I mean, it's just question after question that you have to ask yourself. Do you really want this? I know I do. I was in there walking my face off and just trying to do planks. You know what I mean? You saw it. And it's like I was shaking so bad with the planks that I didn't want you guys to see me shaking so badly. But I'm going to work myself up to, at least a minute of a plank. I used to be able to do that. But since I have gotten so out of shape, it's unbelievable what the things, and I barely could get up. I mean, I'm just like trying to get up with one leg and then one knee. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my knees, and so, but I feel really good. I just want to jump up like a teenager and just, you do one of those backflip things and get up. You know what I mean? I'll never do that, but that's how I feel inside. But my body on the outside is just not letting me do it. It's so frustrating, but I'm going to get there. I'm absolutely going to get there. And I hope you guys get there. The best indicator, I believe this so hard, so much, that the best indicator of how you feel about yourself is what you say to yourself, not everybody around you.